What's up guys, Tim Wilson here from Tim Wilson UK and welcome back to the third round of the Genesis Open at the Riviera Country Club here in California. Let's jump straight into this third round and see if we can get off to a good start. We've had a good couple of opening rounds. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going. I'm hoping that is either going to stop before it gets to the rough, which it's not going to do, or travel through the rough, but we are under 200 yards, so we should be able to. Ooh, that is not going to be an easy pin position. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay up here, possibly even down this left hand side, just to try and give myself a flop shot, because going at that green is not advisable, not from that distance, not out of the rough. Little bit of a fast one there, but it's not going to give me too much of a headache. We are still going over the bunker, but not a lot. Gonna loft this up because we are on a downslope. We do have the wind behind, albeit the flop shots don't seem to get affected by the wind. And that stopped really nicely. Alright, so we should be picking up a birdie here on the first hole. Okay, we're in for birdie on the first. I hope you guys are enjoying this particular season, or this particular series. I'm probably not going to do this every week. I mean, it depends on the event that's on. I particularly like the Genesis Open. I like this course. I may do probably the Arnold Palmer Classic, which is at Bay Hill. I mean, and all of these particular season events that I'll chuck into my single player season are all dependent on whether the course is available on TGC 2019, because that's obviously the platform that I'm playing on. So there is a lot of contributing factors. It depends on whether I want to play that particular event. If the course is available, whether I've got the time, because obviously I've still got to play 4 rounds on TGC Tours and create the highlights video for that week. Still play the recommended course, so it is all time dependent. I'm not gonna make any lies, not gonna make any promises. It is dependent on a few different things. So I'm off to go and pick up a new set of golf clubs today, ahead of the golf break that I've got middle of March. And as I said in my previous video, I am going off to the simulator on Monday, so hopefully, well not hopefully, I am going to be taking the new clubs with me as opposed to my current clubs, just to see how I get on with them, make a decision on whether I actually need to give it more work before I take them away on the golf break, or whether I just take the clubs on the golf break and just be done with it. Right, decent drive, almost 300 yards. Third hole. Slight downslope. I may de-loft this pitching wedge and see if we can get this up there. Wind's starting to bring that back in now. I think that's going to be okay. It's not going to roll too far because there's a slope there. Cheeky little 10-footer. Not hardly any movement in that. If I miss this, there's a slope there I didn't see, but that travelled dead straight. It was bang in the middle of the hole. So I don't know whether the AI is really struggling with the settings that I've got for this course, or whether it is. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what it is. On hard they normally play a little bit tougher than this, but you know, the best guy is currently at level par, which I find extremely strange. Alright, didn't roll down the other side of that slope, so that's good. We have got a tricky little putt here. That's going to stop alongside the hole, so that's okay. I'm half tempted to take a couple of hours and go up the driving range tomorrow with these new clubs. Just, I'm so intrigued as to see what they're like. I was just thinking to myself, have I hit every fairway in regulation? And I remember I hit the opening drive into the rough. So the answer to that is no. I may come up a little bit short here. I just realised that I was on the upslope there on the fairway. No, that's okay. In fact, that's perfect. Tricky little 5-footer. But negotiated safely. Right, hole number 6, par 3. Going to drop that down because we do have quite a lot of wind behind on this hole. In fact, I'm going to drop it down by 2 clubs to the 7-iron and hope that 12-mile-an-hour wind really rushes this on. In fact, even that, it's just run out the back. Even that was too long. But that's okay. We're going to putt this because I am on the fringe. There's not a lot of movement in this, you know. 21 feet uphill, very slow greens. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Roll that in for the par. I think we're almost done on this front 9. So the wind's a lot stronger today. I think I put it on high winds, or it may even be medium winds. But they're definitely higher than they have been in previous rounds, but the greens are very soft. As I say, I tried to mix up wind directions. I tried to mix up green speeds, fairway firmness, green firmness, all those lovely things, just to try and make it a little bit more, a little different. You don't want to sort of stagnate with just a pin change from round to round. You want to change the conditions because you very, very seldom get the same conditions on 2 consecutive days. So that's why I thought I'd change up the wind direction, wind speed, fairway firmness, green speed, all of the things that are available to change in the game. Get in. Ooh, that was a nice putt. That was a nice putt. So 4 under through 7. Hole number 8. Fairly short par 4, 430 yards. Should be going into the green with a fairly lofted club. Yeah, 285. We should be going in. Yeah, there we go. We're going in with a 9-iron. Added a little, de-lofted that a little bit just to add an extra bit of yardage because that is playing about 152 yards. So we've got to make sure we don't come up shy. We have come up a little shy and we've also come up a little right, so I didn't allow enough for that wind. Right, that wasn't the best chip in the world, but it's if we can get out of here with a par. That didn't turn. That did not turn at all. And the line suggested it was going to turn, so that's going to be a bogey. So what went from a fairly short par 4 that wasn't really going to be posing us too much problems. We ended up with a bogey, so not too pleased about that. We got on a little bit longer par 4 here now, slightly into the wind, into and off the left. That's going to leave a reasonably long hybrid shot into this green. It is into the wind, so this should stall a little bit. It would have helped if I'd have hit it straight. That would have been a pretty good shot. Hit the flag, a little bit fierce. Would have been nice if that had dropped. But we go into the turn at 3 under. So we hit a round of, I think it was 7 under in the opening round and a 10 under in the second round. We are probably on target for another 7 under here, because don't think I'm going to make enough birdies on this back 9 to get to double figures. I'm not sure how much slopes affect the pitch shots. Quite a lot by the looks of it. "17-footer for birdie. A little bit too fierce and over allowed a little bit too much on the lateral movement. We tap that in for the par. Right, hole number 11. Long par 5, almost 600 yards. And it gave me a 3-wood, funnily enough. So let's ping that up to the driver. Let the wind bring this all the way back into the middle of the fairway. Still got 311 yards, so no fear of making the green in 2. It's all about trying to keep it in the short stuff, which I think I've managed to do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. It just slows down a little. Yeah, so we're going to have a right to left swinging putt here, I think. Just from the way that it went past the hole. Let's see if we can get this in. No. I think that might have been pace that did that, but that's another par. So this is a not a very... Let's put it this way: we're not lighting the course up today, not like we have done in previous rounds. It's in the short stuff. On 74, going to loft this up. Allow for the wind. I think we're going to be on the green, but it's a long way away. That's going to be 25 feet probably. Yeah, 24 feet, and it is not an easy putt by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's close enough for me to pick up the par. 2 feet. And let's move on to hole 13. Alright, hole 13. Another fairly lengthy par 4, 450 yards. But nicely away. Let's just hope that skirts the edge of the rough or bounces back into play. Yeah, beautiful. So that's playing about 170 yards. It'd be nice to see if we can get this 7-iron to bounce on. Yeah, it's going to be safely on. And we're going to left ourselves about 20 feet. It's moving a lot to the left and then to the right at the end. Sorry, to the right and then to the left at the end. Ooh, I don't think it would have got there anyway, but it's a tap-in par. I don't think we've had a birdie for at least 5 or 6 holes now. Let's have a quick look at the scoreboard. Yeah, we haven't had a birdie since 7. So that's bogey, par. Yes, it's been 6 holes since we had a birdie. It'd be nice to pick one up. We've got a par 3 here. Always tough to pick up a birdie on a par 3. Because you have to get it close off the tee box, which is always difficult. That took some of the sting out of that shot. It should hold on that slope. Yep. And there's the birdie we were looking for. Right, so 4 under par. I think this is going to be a fairly mediocre round by all accounts, because even if we birdie everything coming in, we're still only going to get to 8 under par. I mean, there's no danger from the other players. I suppose it's just personal achievement and whether you can actually hit a decent round. So I fully lofted the 3-wood. It is on an upslope, so I'm hoping that's going to take some pace out of it, but it's still rolling way past the flag. I mean, that only just managed to pitch on the green. You can see the pitch mark there. So yeah, not great at all. Got a decent roll on that one. 12 yards, 8 feet to the flag. Let's just try and avoid a bogey. Yeah, nicely in. Alright, we are moving into the final 3 holes. We've got 16, which is a par 3. Let's move this over for the wind. Let's drop it down. We've hit it nicely. The question is, have we allowed enough for the wind? I don't think we have. Is it going to hold? It is. So that's going to leave about 15-20 feet. Oh, get in. Oh my goodness, that was close. Right, 2 holes to play, par 5. Let's see if we can pick up a birdie here. Every time I say that on a par 5, you know, par 5s are probably your best opportunities to pick up birdies. especially when they're reachable in 2. This one's not going to be, but they're your best opportunities to pick up birdies. Normally when I say that, I end up messing it up completely. So let's see if we can actually do what we say we're going to do this time. This needs to hold the fairway though. Yep. Alright, we're going to have a pitch shot here. I'm going to fully loft this 55 yards because it's slightly into the wind, slightly uphill. I'm hoping it's going to stop in time. Yeah, stopped a bit too quickly, but 9 feet, 3 inches uphill. A little bit of movement from the left. Get in. Right, and I think, I'm not entirely sure, I think 18, yeah, 18 is a par 4. I thought it was a par 5 to start with, but my memory didn't serve me correctly. Nicely away. I've been swinging the club pretty well. I mean, the line doesn't always dictate that, but it's felt good. Pin's right in the front today. It'd be nice to trickle this up onto the green. Haven't allowed enough for that wind. Wow, that's gonna end up in the rough. That wind was a lot stronger than I thought it was going to be. That's rolled up nicely. So we're going to pick up a par. That's going to be a 5 under round. So a lot less than what I thought it was probably going to be. But I think with changing up wind conditions, green firmness, green speeds and all of those kind of lovely things, they make things a little tougher. Next closest competitors still level par. So I think maybe on the next one that I do, I'm going to have to push it up to very hard because it's this is not that it's too easy, it's just I'm not getting enough of a challenge from the AI. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you've yet to subscribe to the channel, and leave some comments in the box below, and I will see you back here for round number 4 tomorrow on Sunday. Until then guys, take care, see you soon, bye now.